today there's 3 cars.
Relax, they probably have.
What are they doing? Having like a month-long party?
Who are you?
I'm your landlord. Who are you?
Alicia?
Is Martina home?
Yeah, hang on. Hey, Martina. Oh, hi, Angela. How are you?
I have some papers for you.
What is this?
I'll let you read it over on your own.
Evicted? How can you do this?
Hi, nice to meet you guys. I'm
Hi.
Dr. Henry.
I'm Angela.
Hi, I'm Martina.
Okay, let's get started. Thank you both for coming today. I will be helping you in this mediation process. Unfortunately, we do not have much time because the judge wants to move along with this process. He is only granting us 20 to 30 minutes to reach the decision, or you will have to go to court. I would like to start with some basic information about exactly what my job is and how I can help you. A mediator is a person who attempts to make the parties that are involved in a conflict to come to an agreement. With that said, I am not here to tell you what the answer to your problem is or to pick a side. I am simply here to make sure each party can safely express their opinions so you can try to come to a conclusion on your own. If at any time you feel uncomfortable or threatened, you may leave. I will inform you though that what we discuss in this room is strictly confidential, unless of course you mention any abuse or one party threatens the other. If that does happen, I will have no choice but to report it to the authorities. So due to the time limit, let's get straight into the mediation. Do you understand why you're both here today?
Of course.
No, I don't. I don't understand what's going on. I just received an eviction notice. I haven't done anything wrong.
To my understanding, the main issue being discussed today is that Angela has filed an eviction notice against Martina, with this reasoning being listed as the housing of too many people in one apartment.
Well, why are we being evicted? I can't lose my home. Where will my family go?
You're violating the housing agreement that you signed.
I understand your frustration, but let's try to keep this a safe and respectful environment to keep our voices down. I assure each of you that you will have your thoughts heard. The housing agreement you signed with your landlord states that you are renting a single-family residence. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
It says there that the apartments in the apartment building are constructed to house 2 to 5 people in one apartment.
2 to 5 people, and they have half the town living with them. I've seen like 15 different people in the houses every time I've been there. How can you think it's okay that many people can stay in one house? Where do you all sleep? It's just ridiculous. Like, do you sleep outside in your cars?
Do you agree that there's been up to 15 people living at your house at one time?
Family! I've had my parents, cousins, aunts, and uncles come stay with me, sometimes even my brothers and sisters and their families. You see, this is very common in Jamaica. I don't think it could be a problem. Your family lives together and everyone raises the children. We don't abandon each other.
All right. Now I'm beginning to get a feel for what's going on. At this time, I would like to speak with each of you privately. Can we start with the landlord? Is that okay?
Sure.
Okay.
You may wait in the waiting room or help yourself to the coffee in the kitchen area. Okay. I would like to hear more about the issue you were having with too many tenants in one apartment. Can you tell me how this started?
Sure. Well, first it started out with just 1 or 2 family members, which was fine, and then they would leave after a couple weeks. No big deal. But I just thought maybe it was family visiting them or whatever. I let it go because they're nice people, I have to admit. But they even brought me some homemade Jamaican food a few times, which was delicious. So they were okay at first.
Okay, I see. And do you visit them frequently? It seems like you may have been around a lot, so I was just curious to see if there was a sort of friendship that had developed.
I really like my tenants to know that I can be around whenever I'm needed. And I like for things to be done my own way at my own house, you know? That way I know it's exactly how I want it. So I go to shovel snow, I go to cut grass, those kind of things. I'm the one to make repairs if something's needed or I bring someone in. I pick up the rent in person. I only live a couple minutes away. So I frequently drive by to check things out. I don't go inside or anything unless there's something that needs to be fixed, obviously. But I just started noticing the number of cars parked outside the house, and it was increasing right around the time that the bills were increasing, so I kind of put two and two together.
Okay, so your conclusion is that the bills have gone up due to the increasing number of people living in the apartment. Also, evident by the number of cars you've seen parked outside?
Yes, it's just gotten worse. Every time I'm there, I see people that I don't recognize. They must have so many people crammed into that tiny apartment, and I'm watching the bills go up each month, all because of these extra people. It's just dangerous. It's a fire hazard, really.
Yes, I understand how that can be very dangerous for everyone living there. Are you very familiar with the zoning laws for your town? Or more specifically, the area of your apartment?
I know a little bit. I know that I had to add an additional bathroom on my second floor, and that my attic space couldn't be used as a bedroom because there wasn't a fire escape. I know that's not much, but I've never had an issue with so many people living under one roof, so I never had a reason to look into specifics. I'm sure they must be breaking laws, though. Would you be able to help me with that?
Yes, I can, and you are correct. The zoning laws clearly state that there should be around 150 square feet for each resident. Additionally, there can only be around 2 people in a room equipped for sleeping purposes. So if I'm understanding correctly, you decided to give them an eviction notice because of this?
Yes, that's right. They have to get out. I've had enough.
Right, I understand. Just so I have the information for my records, was there any kind of warning given to them?
Why should there be? It's common sense, so I just had to put my foot down. I have a couple friends who also rent out apartments who've had a similar problem with some of their tenants, and they gave them the eviction right away. I gave them the benefit of the doubt, thinking it was maybe because the holidays, they had people over when I saw the couple extra people, but now this has already gone on too long.
Is there any sort of compromise you're willing to propose?
No, this is too time consuming already. I just want this over with so I can get another renter in the apartment.
Alright, thanks for the information. At this time, I would like to speak to the tenant privately. As you know, you may wait in the waiting room or help yourself to coffee in the kitchen as well.
Alright.
And please send them in.
Sure.
Thank you for waiting. I got some information from your landlord's point of view, but now I'm interested in hearing yours. Do you understand why exactly you issued an eviction notice?
I know why, but it doesn't make sense to me. She's kicked me out because she thinks there are too many people living with me. But I rented a single-family apartment. I have a single family. Each person that lives with me is related to me. I just don't understand. Does she not believe me?
I understand why you feel this way, but here our culture is a little different. The landlord believes that you are all related, but our culture defines aunts, uncles, cousins as extended family. Your apartment that was listed as a single-family residency was meant for a mother, father, and their children.
Well, how was I supposed to know that? Was that in the fine print? And if so, who has the time to read all that? I need an apartment right away. Our landlord should have known to be specific. She can't just kick me out without telling me about it first, though, right?
Unfortunately, yes. It is a time-consuming process, but it is illegal for it to be done. The zoning laws for your area state that you can only have 2 to 4 people in the apartment.
I didn't know any of that.
Yes, there are also laws in place for the children, and one example of this would be that after a certain age, boys and girls can't actually be in the same room, sometime around puberty, I would assume.
So, what am I supposed to do?
This is why I do want to stress the importance of reaching an agreement here rather than in court. You did sign a document that stated the understanding of the zoning laws and the housing agreements. I understand with some landlords may verbally inform me of these, but since they're all stated in the documents, they technically don't have to. I've highlighted violations for your reference, if it would be helpful for you to see them.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'll just give you a minute to look over them.
This.
So let's bring the landlord back in to discuss that. I can also give you information that may help you explore other options if she cannot help you. Let me go get her. Okay. So having extended family living under one roof is something that is not really common in America. Which is something that the tenant didn't really fully understand prior to our conversation. I'm sure that we can all agree, though, that family is very important. Typically, there are 2 to 5 people living in one apartment that size that's being discussed. Basically, based on the agreement that the tenant signed, she now understands that she is technically violating the rental agreement. However, she has come up with some proposals for you, if you're willing to consider them.
Finally, some understanding. I guess I consider it depending. What are you proposing?
We are good tenants. Yes, we may have brought in extra people to live with us, but we've never caused any trouble. We've never made lots of noise or thrown wild parties. We also pay our rent on time and don't ask for much.
I can't argue that, but if you're asking to stay, the answer's no. You're breaking the law. I don't know what to tell you. I'll tell you what. I'll repeal the eviction if most of your family moves out and it's only you, your husband, and children living in the apartment. That's my compromise.
We would really like to stay together, but I know it's hard to find a nice place in our area. Dr. Henry even said that it might be hard to find somewhere big enough to house all of us. I was wondering if you'd be willing to lease us a few apartments in the same building. Then my family can be together while still adhering to the laws. Does that sound like something you could do?
You want me to kick families out for you now to accommodate your family and no one else's? What is this?
I think that what she's asking is that if you have any available apartments in other buildings, maybe that you could put them together since they liked your apartment and like renting from you. Is that correct?
Yes, sorry I wasn't specific.
Oh, okay. Well, how do I know that you're not just gonna put 5 more people in those apartments too? I don't want you to think I'm just a pushover and that you're getting away with it.
I give you my word. This way everyone wins. If you evict us, you will lose our business. If you rent us more apartments, you will get more business. I will even sign a contract stating that I now understand the zoning laws and will not house more people in that apartment.
I'm sure I could fill my apartments without you. Let's just get that straight. However, I admit that you have otherwise been good tenants. I recently purchased another apartment building that I have a few vacancies in. It's probably about 20 minutes from your current one. You can look at it if you'd like, but yes, I will definitely require signatures on a document stating that you actually understand the laws this time.
Can you provide the specific laws to the area of your apartment building?
Yes.
Would you be interested in looking at the other apartment buildings?
Yes, I would like to look at it.
Were there any other issues that either of you would like to bring up over here?
I don't think so.
I guess that's it. But what if another issue arises that I don't think of until later?
If either of you have any questions for me later, I'll give you each my card and you can contact me with questions that come up.
Okay, thank you.
Sounds good.
Lillian.
Who are you?
I'm your landlord. Who are you?
Martina?
You can come in.
Hi, I'm Nicole. I'm the landlord.
Hi.
You're Angela.
Shit!
Yeah, I am Angela. Today. Oh, I didn't start.
Oop. Alright, now I have a beginning.
No, I don't. I don't understand what's going on.
No, I don't. I don't understand what's going on.
After she says that, I'll just understanding.
Okay. I guess we can do that, alone.
Be together. We'll still
Whoops.